Call my name, yes, come and say my name. Call my name, I'm never gonna stop if you just call my name. I'm never gonna drop it, gonna take it to the top, top, top. I'm gonna make it hot, gonna make it till it drops. Never gonna fake it up, gonna take it to the top. I'm gonna make it, never gonna fake it. Gonna make it, never gonna fake it. We gonna take it, gonna take it, gonna take it.
If you look at these great players, whether it be Tiger, Rory or Dustin, you're going to see great width in their golf swings. It's really extraordinary how long they're capable of actually keeping their arms straight through the golf swing. And by doing this, they're creating a great deal of power, but also control over the club head. Most of this movement or this ability is due to their amazing flexibility. And keeping flexibility in your body will actually allow you to keep this kind of width. And if you don't have it, then you're going to have to work on the body to generate it. Fortunately, as long as you aren't suffering from any joint problems, there's no reason why your body can't do this if you exercise regularly. And I'm going to give you a couple of exercises to do, which will help you to kind of get the feeling for what you should be doing in the golf swing and make it easier. If you do have a physiological problem, that means you can't turn the thoracic spine as far or the hips as far, then you can imagine that your body is going to go always against the least resistance. So when it has the feeling it's almost running into a wall, it's going to slow down before it gets there so it doesn't hurt itself, and everything's going to get very narrow. And this will happen in both the takeaway and the follow through. So you really want to try and get the flexibility that you need to make these turns. How would you do that? Well, it's pretty simple really. If you just cross your arms across your chest and turn as far as you feasibly can, and you want to do this against a wall, so you have the feeling that you're going to press your shoulder away from the wall with your trail arm and pull your shoulder towards the wall with your lead arm. Exactly the opposite on the other side. You want to get this trail shoulder as deep as possible, and then you want the feeling of pulling the trail shoulder towards the wall with the lead arm, with the trail arm rather, and pushing away with the lead arm, getting as much rotation. And by doing that, you can get far more width. You see how I can actually get my hands up to almost kind of shoulder height or above without having to bend the back arm. And it's the same on the other side. As soon as you run into kind of tightness in the body, the arms will fold and you'll tend to kind of pull the club in towards yourself totally unconsciously, simply because your body's actually trying to find the point of least resistance. You can actually practice this as well with a golf club and an alignment stick. If you just put the stick down the shaft, almost all the way down the shaft, so you've got about a grip's width on the top, and then make a few swings, especially in the follow through, you're going to actually see that if you don't turn enough and keep your arms long enough, then this stick is going to catch your lead side as you come through the ball. And if you remember kind of looking at videos of people like, Tommy Fleetwood, they're kind of out there with kind of stretched arms, this kind of three-quarter swing position with the club almost vertical to the ground. You actually look at it, it kind of looks like that. And then you can gradually extend the stick as you find you're becoming more flexible, and you'll find that you're able to get more and more around the body without the stick kind of catching your side or the elbow bending. Obviously, you don't want to be thinking about this when you're hitting golf balls, but as ever, it's all about kind of giving your body a feel for what you want from it, and then allowing it to do it as well as it can. So when you're swinging a golf club, you don't want to be trying to keep your arms straight, though you'll tend to disconnect if you're not careful. And similarly in the follow through, if you're thinking about straightening your arms, it's almost like a recipe for disaster. But if you've been doing this regularly enough, again, your body is going to have these feelings and it's going to try to get them and build them into your shot making. And you'll find that you're able to keep the club under far more control. It's far easier to keep your hands ahead of the club head and the shaft ahead of the ball if you're able to straighten your arms through impact. You see how this kind of trail arm is straightening out here, the feeling of basically hitting the golf ball with the entire shaft and not flipping it away. Obviously, if you've got a flick stick or an alignment stick on your club and you stop rotating, you're going to be shown very, very quickly that you haven't made room for the shot. Very simple exercise. Go out there and try it. If you like the videos ever, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that. The little bell will give you notifications the next time that I post a video. Till the next time, thanks very much for watching. See you then. Bye-bye.